So I thought this is what you wanted, the traditional Serbian wedding. And what are you doing about it?
Hey, you want to marry him. Because with a guy like Goran, what you see is what you get.
Show me one groom that does more than I do.
But what Andrea gets is crazy mad.
I want my vision to be heard!
Can Jane be their Cupid and keep their wedding on the straight and narrow?
Can you believe I've just been rejected?
Or will it be a total zero?
What is this? This is my list.
I'm going over the list right now. I just got home. I thought I could relax for half an hour before I started doing anything.
That's it. I give up too.
But with only 10 days to your wedding, Andrea, you might want the stronger stuff.
If the things are not perfect on the day that I get married on, I will probably be devastated. I try to be nice, and I leave little notes instead of nagging all the time. But it's not working. I asked him to print the wine labels.
Well, the status on the labels is in process.
He's been designing them for the past year, and they're still not done.
So, well, to be honest, I didn't even start yet. But I've got a bunch of ideas.
Obviously, you're majority of the problem.
I'm always majority of the problem.
I know.
Well, surely he has a reasonable explanation.
I want to see a groom who does more than I do.
Or not.
When I get home, I just want to rest a little bit. Only thing I get when I get home is the lists. So.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Andrea, no interrupting.
She's got spreadsheets for every single thing for the wedding. She's way too organized.
As opposed to
I need a wedding SOS because I have Goran next to me.
What, wedding SOS is a replacement for me? I don't think so.
No, it's needed because of you.
Well, look no further, Andrea, because Jane Dayus Hinch is here with 3 wishes to make him pull up his socks and make your wedding rock.
Nice to meet you both. And where are we?
It is a Serbian community center as well as our venue for our wedding reception.
Okay, so it's a Serbian wedding.
We hope so.
Family is very important to us.
We want them to see a true traditional Serbian wedding.
Although I've done wedding planning for over 20 years, I haven't done a Serbian wedding. This, for me, is a whole new experience. I need to find out a lot more about that and how that's done.
But in the meantime, Jane wants the rest of the deets, and Goran wants to hide in the corner.
Wedding dress.
Please don't ask me. Please don't ask me.
Cake.
Please don't ask me. Please don't ask me.
Realistically, what have you done for the wedding?
We bottled wine together, didn't we? Tables are coming along.
What, you've got to stick wine labels on?
Labels have been coming along, Jane, for the past 6 months.
Goran, dude, you really stepped into that one.
Do you know marriage is a partnership?
It is, but planning a wedding is sort of more of what she likes at her wedding.
At her wedding?
That's a really easy cop-out, isn't it?
But Goran isn't the only man causing Andrea grief.
We just met with the manager/decorator.
This is the plain Christmas lights, but they get you a very nice effect, you know.
Christmas lights?
Yes. I don't want that. He's a really nice guy, and I just can't tell him no.
Can't say no? Here's an idea. No! Let me get this right, then. So you are paying someone to do something that you don't actually want?
Yes.
But isn't it going to hurt your feelings when you walk into the room and you go, oh, look, this is exactly what I didn't want? You get one chance at this wedding. It's one day. With everything that you've told me, I now know more about your wedding, and obviously I need to go and write a plan to help us make this wedding happen. Andrea is nice, a little too nice. It's Goran that needs the wake-up call.
Well, this should do it, because Jane's back with her plan.
Wow.
The board is a lot bigger than we imagined.
And look whose name is all over it.
So I've actually put diary planner for Goran. So picking up tuxedos, whatever you've got to do so that it happens
We'll put it in the spreadsheet.
No, there's no we in this. It's you.
Oh, is it suddenly getting overwhelming here, Goran?
It's not gonna get done.
It is. Right, you see this pen? These are permanent markers.
Oh.
You see that hand?
Can I do the forehead?
No, because he can't see that, but that he can. Is there anything I've missed, Goran, on there that you're doing?
Yes, Goran.
No, I think there's already too much.
Would you swap roles?
No.
Would you swap roles?
Absolutely.
Something that might help the problem? What, you think this is going to solve everything?
I'll take all three.
No, you won't.
Maybe 1, 2. Oh, perfect.
Well,
for
I
him.
think...
Oh, I get 2. Thank you, Jane.
And I think you get 1.
I have high hopes for Goran, but I really don't know if he can step up and pull his part of the...
I will, and I always do, so I don't think this time will be any different.
And when is that gonna be on the wedding date?
You don't have to answer now, but the next day, with only 8 days to go, Goran delivers the headline, loud and clear.
So what are you doing?
I'm just reading some news.
Aren't you working on the stuff you're supposed to be working on?
I thought you were doing that.
And Andrea's not too subtle herself, is she? Don't forget your toothbrush.
She'll be back in an hour.
With only 7 days to the traditional Serbian wedding, Andrea is determined to get her man's idle butt into 5th gear.
I don't think you understand that we only have so many days left and nothing is done yet.
Whatever could he be thinking? Can't imagine.
Goran is really adamant about having the true Serbian wedding, but ironically, he's not planning it. So I thought this is what you wanted, and what are you doing about it?
That's what I promised, and I'll deliver.
So Goran snaps to attention and snaps his attention to Jane. Way to dodge that one, kiddo.
A text from Goran. Guess I better brush up on my colo dancing.
While Jane gets the 411, Andrea and Goran are off to his mother's house for the big reveal of their wedding cake.
All right? You ready? You ready, Goran?
I'm ready.
Let me leave this.
Some assembly required.
Wow.
Okay, I want to show you something else.
Ooh, there's more?
So I have your truffles here. How about
We have to pack them right now?
this? You have
Hello?
You can try now.
So, do you know anything about purchase of the bride?
Come again?
Purchase of the bride.
Nope, heard it right.
You can probably ask your grandma.
Oh, Grandma. Guess Goran forgot to share this juicy bit of info with Jane.
What, you pay for her? You actually pay for a bride?
Dođe kum, izvede se pogrešna mlada
They bring out different brides.
I vi kažete mi nećemo tu mladu, mi hoćemo našu pravu mladu.
It actually goes on to say that you have to haggle for the bride.
I slože se.
But Grandma left out one eensy little detail.
Before he enters the house, Goran has got to shoot an apple.
Oh, of course he does.
Well, this is a lot of work. I'd better get on to this.
While Jane ponders the plan of attack, Andrea continues her charge with all the wedding duties.
Okay, great. Thank you. Bye, May. How are the wine labels coming along? Are they done?
No. I'll do them tonight.
Sure you will. Oh, it'll take a lot more than a kiss to get yourself out of this one. The next day, Jane gets on target and meets her old buddy to help this groom shoot straight.
When Jane called me, I wasn't sure what was really involved with purchasing of the bride, but when she explained the tradition, it sounded like a neat thing to participate in.
There's Goran
Goran!
and his merry men.
What we're aiming to do today is hit an apple. If he doesn't hit that apple, it puts everything in jeopardy.
Goran, come on over. We'll get you set up. To grab the arrows, grab it right by the tip. Lay your bow on the side. Just lay the arrow down and it, knock it underneath the brass, knocks it. Big hook with 3 fingers. Okay. And then when you draw the back, you expand your chest and you draw back. Slide your hand underneath your chin and just stare at the target. Come to full draw and fire.
Okay.
That's so funny. You see, he pretended he got shot on. Never mind. Yep, Mr. Big Man's shooting blanks. Hopefully, Andrea's having better luck at the florist that her decorator has strongly suggested.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. I actually came, my decorator sent me here. We need about 23 centerpieces, and I wanted orchids. Would that be possible?
23, it's very difficult to get in such a short notice.
Oh my gosh.
You want to look another?
Ooh, Andrea's shot down. So, Goran, the pressure's on you to put the shine on this wedding.
That's enough practicing. We've now got to do the real thing. Think positive. Think Andrea. Think apple.
No way!
Goran, yeah, he quick learner. I think he's got the basics down.
Basics? He hit a f***ing apple with an arrow.
I just hope he's not a one-hit wonder.
I did my job, and I'm ready.
If Goran can pull that off, surely Andrea can stand her ground.
Or we can use Birds of Paradise, orange.
I'm no florist, but that don't look like no orchid to me. And sadly, Andrea caves in 4, 3, 2...
I can think about it. I wanted orchids, and this is what I ended up getting. Bird of Paradise. I'm so disappointed.
With only 5 days until their big Serbian wedding, Andrea sends Jane her wish request post-haste.
Thank you. Wow, what's this then? Dear Jane, I've got a decorating SOS. Please make this wish come true, Andrea. She hasn't got a decorating SOS. She just doesn't know how to tell the decorator what she wants.
Assertive training, I think, would be very good for Andrea.
So to help give this flower some power, Jane calls in some help.
Hopefully Jane can help me with that.
Don't worry, Andrea, because the next day, with only 4 days to go, you're to meet Jane at a hush-hush location.
The reason I brought you up here is so that if you feel like shouting, you can.
Jane?
Hi. And I'd like to introduce you to Christina.
Hi, Andrea. Very nice to meet you.
Christina was one of my brides who is quite assertive.
You were too scared to tell your brother anything, so you didn't. Now you've got a big mess and you don't want to deal with it.
This is why Christina is here, right? Pick something, Christina.
I don't want Christmas lights!
I don't want Christmas lights.
Wow, that blew. Okay, take 2.
I don't want Christmas lights! I don't want Christmas lights!
Take 3.
I don't want Christmas lights! I don't want Christmas lights!
She's still too nice, isn't she? What I'm trying to do is get you to embrace what you want and to what lengths you will go to. I don't want you to become bridezilla, but I've got to know that it's in you.
Oh, look, that's convenient.
I want you to tell the world exactly what you don't want.
I don't want Christmas lights! I want beautiful decorations, but my way! I want my vision to be heard!
Now that you've got that out of your system, the shouting and the bridezilla moment, you can now be very composed, very elegant, very gracious, and go and approach the decorator and say, this is what I want. This has been a very useful exercise for Andrea. She has found today that she has a voice, and a voice to be heard.
And I'm so excited, and I just can't wait to meet the decorator and tell him exactly what I want.
Bride power!
I have it now, Jane. Thank you.
Hey, hey, ho, ho, those Christmas lights have got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, those Christmas lights have got to go.
This is the moment of truth.
And here's her list of demands.
I just want to make sure that I get the flowers that I want. Centerpieces is one of my other major concerns.
And hey-ho, don't let this one go.
I really don't want Christmas lights. It's too flashy for us.
Sounds reasonable enough.
Okay. Yep. I can do that.
Yeah?
I can do that, yeah.
All right. It actually went really well, and I feel really, really good about it.
Andrea is now a newly empowered woman who gets what she wants.
And now that Andrea has all this unbridled power, what does she want? Well, Goran, your siesta days are over.
It's always the headlines, you know? Me not doing anything, but it's not true. I am doing as much as I possibly can.
Hey, yeah, they're just labels, but cheers to you, buddy, for doing something.
Cheers.
And Andrea continues her surge. The next day, with only 2 days to go, she gives her wedding photographers the shock of their life.
We only have 45 minutes to take those photos, and we have about 40 family members, so our photographer doesn't know about it yet. Before we do all of this, I actually wanted to tell you something. We only have 45 minutes to take the actual pictures.
45 minutes for 40 people?
Uh-oh.
I think that's gonna be too tight.
45 minutes, we're not gonna get through.
It's gonna be tough. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Bye-bye, bride power.
We need some help.
Hello, humble pie.
45 minutes. That's it. To do all your photographs. And that's your wish?
With this last-minute bombshell, Jane goes into DEFCON 5.
This is a lot of people to organise, and with 2 locations, best of luck with this one.
But it isn't long before Jane has a breakthrough.
Right. Where there's a will, there's a way. I think I've solved this problem. Just let the photographers know.
Ah, that's the Jane we all know and love. It's the morning of the wedding, and Jane has corralled everyone at Andrea's house for the first order of business, the purchasing of the bride.
To organise this purchasing of the bride, it's been exhausting.
And here he is, the man they've all been waiting for. And he's got his backup. But if Goran thinks it's going to be easy, think again. His men have to get by these guys. Just a little business to take care of first.
I hope it's gonna turn out well.
So does Andrea.
Goran, buddy, we're giving you a chance right here, right now. Prove yourself good.
Don't let them get to you, Goran. Remember how easy it was the last time? He missed?
Okay, one more.
Oh boy, maybe Goran is just a one-hit wonder. Andrea and Goran's wedding plans are not going very, very well.
I'm giving up.
So Jane came along with 3 wedding wishes to make it swell. For wish 1, Jane served up some old traditions that hit the right spot.
To organise this purchasing of the bride, it's been exhausting.
For wish 2, Jane cranked up Andrea's inner diva.
I don't want Christmas lights!
And for wish 3, she helped put their wedding into a sharp focus.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
It's the day of their wedding, and Goran is struggling to shoot straight so he can buy his bride.
We had to go to plan B.
Don't you mean plan BB gun? No apples were seriously harmed in the making of this production.
I shot the apples, so let the negotiations begin.
All right, let's go.
But since both teams can't seem to agree on Andrea's value, so begins the time-honored Serbian tradition of hoodwinking the groom. Man, that dude don't look like a lady. Well, if that's not to your taste, Goran, they've got a bogus bride that could be hard to refuse.
The choice isn't that bad, but I still want the real bride.
Can you believe I've just been rejected? Unbelievable.
No, I want my bride.
If you want to see the real deal, come see for yourself. It's gonna cost more, though.
Okay, we'll go and negotiate again.
Okay.
Bude strpljiv, sačekaj.
Hey, but wouldn't it have been funny if Goran actually picked her? So after both sides finally agree on a figure, out comes the bona fide bride.
We spent a lot of money, but it was worth it. I got her.
So let the ceremony begin.
Amin. Koji hode putivima njegovim ješće od trudova svojih ruku. Dobru i neiznuđenu volju, čvrstu namjeru da uzmeš sebi za ženu ovu Andreju koju pred sobom ovdje vidiš.
Imam.
Imaš li, Andreje, dobru i neiznuđenu volju i čvrstu namjeru da uzmeš sebi za muža ovoga Gorana koga ovdje pred sobom vidiš?
Imam.
The wedding was fabulous. Andrea and Goran had their traditional Serbian wedding. Now, I hope the photos go as well.
Hey, hey, last one outside is a rotten egg.
It is pouring with rain. Pouring with rain. So what I need to do is to put you on the steps and do the 3 photographs now.
Since Jane's original plan to solve this wish has turned amok, now she's got to turn water into wine.
It's not often that I say rain is a blessing, but today it was. Why? Because we got to do photos in the church.
One more. 1, 2, 3.
Well, someone is looking out for you, Jane, because soon the clouds part. And now you've got only 20 minutes left to get the remaining shots.
Jane was a miracle worker. I don't think we could have pulled it off without her today, and I am so pleased that she was there to save the day.
Oh, but there's something Andrea did almost all on her own.
Oh, wow. This is beautiful.
You know, we went in there and went, wow.
It was a good job Andrea found her voice because the decorations look fabulous.
The empowerment helped. I was able to get the decorations that I wanted.
Not a tacky Christmas light in sight.
I think our guests are having an amazing time, and I think
Guests are having a blast.
And just to add more bang to their big bash, traditional Serbian dancers.
It doesn't get better than this. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Little did she know that I'd be one of the dancers.
Serbian dancers, look at Jane. All served up.
we love Jane.
Jane.
She's Serbian now.
It was 199.5% Serbian.
She saved the day.
Serbian weddings? Wow, can I do more of these, please?
Oh!